Xbox Tavern here with a review of One Last Breath. This is published by Katniss Game Studios, developed by Moon Attic Studios, Manic Panda Games and Katniss Game Studios. This was released on the 28th of the 3rd, 2024. We have a side-scrolling puzzle platformer on our hands here with a very strong hint of Limbo and Inside, which are two games I truly enjoyed, and this could be up there with the others. One Last Breath has a very strong undercurrent of what us humans are doing to our planet, and essentially you are here to try and save the world in this post-apocalyptic 2D side-scrolling adventure. Let's get into what the game looks like. You can see, as I've mentioned earlier, it's a 2D side-scrolling game, and it takes its liken to Limbo, Inside, as well as Songs of Iron. So as you're progressing and moving through this world, you can see kind of the background. It moves, it echoes, it's alive as you're scrolling through, so it never feels as if you're just doing this kind of boring 90s noughties kind of side-scrolling platformer. It does make you feel that something is happening in the world. The audio is very eerie, and again, much like kind of Limbo and Inside, you have kind of the world moving, trees falling, you hear those trees falling, you have some music in certain set pieces, but other than that, that's it. There's not a lot, well, there isn't any voice acting. There isn't kind of pop-ups in terms of what's happening. There is a kind of all-encompass as you're playing the game. You're hearing, you're watching visually. You're not making up the story, but you're digesting the story, and there you are to kind of see it all the way through and kind of decide what you think. In certain parts of the world or in certain parts of the area, there are kind of posters, billboards that mention kind of like save the world, save water. So that's where the kind of the, you know, save the planet kind of undertones lie, which again, you know, you have to be there watching it, digest it, and this all adds to the story as you're progressing through the game. Control wise, you are just moving left to right. There are a couple of button presses along with kind of some directions, so as you need to kind of touch a plant, this will give life and help kind of have tree roots grow, which will then turn into a bridge for you to kind of traverse over something. There are also kind of levers and mechanisms which you need to press, whether they're up or down, so you can go through and kind of tackle certain puzzles. These work very well, and there's not a kind of thought where you're like, oh, that didn't work when I pressed that button. You don't have this feeling of being kind of shortchanged between the game. So along with your kind of moving to left to right, interacting with certain pieces, you then do have a jump button as well. But essentially that's it. That's all you have, which is nice, very simplistic, allows you to kind of get yourself into the game and not be worried about, oh, I need to press 36 different buttons. This is a very, I don't want to say simple because that sounds so derogatory towards this game, but it's a very simplistic kind of control aspect of the game. Puzzle aspects of the game are very trial and error and really kind of simple as such. You have blocks which you can interact with, which you can move, which gives you the opportunity to get to higher parts of the game. As I mentioned earlier, kind of flowers that you can interact with, which allow roots or parts of trees to kind of merge together to give you the option to, well, I say option, it's not an option, it gives you the ability to go across to the next part of the platform or level. As a gamer who likes to kind of dart around and play lots of different games and sometimes very hard multiplayers, kind of labour intensive games, this was a lovely change that gave me the chance to kind of sit down, relax, enjoy the story without feeling that I've got to kind of have the pressure of fighting 15 different people or kind of using my brain power too much. It gave me the opportunity to kind of sit down, relax, and then let the story kind of take me on the journey, which I'm hoping the developers was their aim in the long. If you enjoy, as I've said, Limbo, Inside, Songs of Iron, this is a game that you must play. The platforming is tremendous. The storyline allows you to think what you want to think. The controls are solid. You need to play this. I've been Daniel. This has been Xbox Tavern. Please make sure you comment below whether you're going to be playing One Last Breath, and follow the links so you can see the conclusion and the scores. As always, make sure you like, follow and subscribe to all of Xbox Tavern's social media, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.